Good morning from Corpus Christi, Texas. This is Jaci-O. My hair has not been done yet, as you can see, but if I have to do my hair, then I'm not going to talk to you. I figure it will dry before I get to my next destination. But good morning. My husband is here with us live. And I've been asked before, like, do you work in Portland? Do you work on Padre Island? Do you work in Port A? Do you work in Rockport? Do you work in Sandia? And the answer is yes. Real estate agents are required to know the areas that they're working in. And fortunately for me, I was trained really well in real estate in 2001 by my mentors, but they were my bosses back in the day. And they really taught me real estate. So when you learn real estate, you understand the market. You can look at a market, an area, and understand what the active pending sold properties are like and how much they're worth and what to expect. Okay. And but I haven't done farm and ranch. If you need farm and ranch, you can call me and I will co-list it with someone, because that is not my expertise as far as negotiations go and marketing and everything else. I am your girl. But if it's a farm and ranch, I will say that, hey, I'm going to have a co-signer because they know the intricacies of farm and ranch. Although I do know enough about farm and ranch when it comes to mineral rights and surveys and different things that are slightly different than a normal contract. But I just haven't had those contracts or those listings, although I'd love to get some. So how far will I go? I would say about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour is pretty much as far as I'll go when it comes to listing a property or potentially selling a property. Okay. And, there's certain things to understand. Like if we go an hour out, depending which direction, if we're going out to the quote unquote kind of rural areas, the country-ish for us, we have other things to be aware of, such as flooding. And sometimes the flood maps don't really tell you if I'm getting a nail file, tell you if it's a flood zone, and it might flood and we just don't know. So that's we just do our best to figure that out, get an elevation survey and elevation certificate to get a better idea. You have well water a lot of times. Is there a well, or can you put a well, and how deep does that well have to be, and what's the quality of the water? Septic tanks, septic systems, fairly easy to deal with. But is there electricity to the property? Okay. How accessible is it? Is it cleared? Is it not cleared? Windstorm. Do you need windstorm insurance? And for the most part, you need windstorm insurance in most of the Corpus Christi and the outlying areas. May not be as expensive the further that you are away from the coast, but it still is oftentimes required. So that is the answer to how far will I go? I will go pretty far. So I go to Rockport, I go to Port A, yes, Aransas Pass, Sinton. We even keep an eye out for Woodsboro. So if you need help, just give us a call and we'll do our best. And honestly, if we don't feel like we can help you as well as we should be able to, we'll let you know. We won't just try to sell something if we're not really able to properly inform and protect you. So off I go to 27.6 acres in Freer.